The information, opinions, and statements expressed by guests on this program are solely those of the guest and do not necessarily reflect the views of the host, Check-A-Pro, this station, its management, affiliates, sponsors, or advertisers. This program is intended for general informational and educational purposes only. Results may vary.
I'm taking what they're giving because I'm working for a living.
This is the Check-A-Pro Radio Show, sponsored by Checkapro.com. To find pre-qualified local service providers, click on Checkapro.com. Here's your host, the man with a hard hat and tool belt, Jim Klauck.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my show, the Check-A-Pro Radio Show. It's where I check out professionals. These people are the best people in their field. Today, I'm super excited because my guest, you've heard him here before on the show, Ted Thomas is joining me. He is not just an author and tax lien investor himself. He is the expert, like the number one guy in the universe. I've done my searches, okay? I'm telling you, he's the number one guy in the world, certainly in our country, who understands tax lien certificates. These are great investments for you, and we're going to get into some detail here. So if you're looking to put some money somewhere and you're tired of the old places and it's just not working well, you got some money in the market, but you don't want to put any more money there now. You've invested in traditional real estate. Maybe you're a landlord and you've got a few properties and you hate plunging toilets and replacing light bulbs and dealing with people who don't pay their rent. This is a solution for you. I'm going to let Ted explain all of this. Without further ado, Ted Thomas, welcome to the program. How are you?
Well, I'm just fine. Thanks for the invitation.
It's so great to have you here. I love having you on my show because you have a lot of experience. You also have a lot of enthusiasm for this. I mean, a lot of people your age are retired. And honestly, many people your age are no longer with us, to be honest with you, right?
So that's for sure. You lose friends when you get this old.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So, Ted, you've been doing this a long time. You identify
30 plus years.
Yeah, exactly. You identify with our listeners here on the radio station. A lot of people can put themselves in your shoes and yourself in their shoes. People who are empty nested often, they could be retired, don't have to be retired though, could be retired. They have some money and they're like, I'm tired of making the promised 12%. It's really only 5%, maybe 7% on my investments, stocks, bonds, otherwise. Tax lien certificates are totally different. They're virtually risk-free. I have to be careful, virtually risk-free. And you don't have to take possession of the property. You just get an interest in it. You have a lien on the property, someone else's property who couldn't pay their taxes. You pay their taxes. There's a lien. So when they pay their taxes to the county, you get paid back with your, commission, your bonus, if you will, what, you are going to get. There's guarantees on that from the local government. Or if they never pay at all, you end up with a property, which could be a huge windfall.
Well, you're doing so well. I don't think you even need me. You're doing very well. You're absolutely right. It's an investment that's actually managed by the government. Actually, the local county governments created this because there's literally thousands of people that don't pay their taxes on time. So to encourage the people to pay their taxes on time, they tell them, if you don't pay your tax, we're going to slap your hand, which they do. And slapping their hand means they're going to issue a tax lien certificate, which is just a piece of paper. And if I go and purchase that tax lien certificate, then when you come to pay your taxes, now you're going to have to pay a penalty, just like if you had MasterCard or Visa card. When you pay on time, you don't have to pay a lot of interest. But with the tax lien certificate, just like Visa and MasterCard, you'll have to pay some interest. So some of the states and some of the counties have absolutely outrageous interest rates. I mean, outrageous. Can you think about an 18% interest rate or 24% interest? Well, there's counties and states that mandate that those are the interest rates that would be paid on a tax lien certificate. So they can't give money to Ted Thomas. I'm just a teacher, and I've been teaching this for well over 30 years.
Your local government makes sure you get paid one way or the other. You brought some awesome offers to the show today, and I want everybody to listen up. In a moment, I'll be giving out Ted's phone number. You're going to call because he's going to send you absolutely free, only for 10 people, though. That's all we can do today, 10. You're going to get Ted's book, Your Startup Guide to Investing in Tax Lien Certificates. You are also going to get a thumb drive with tax lien videos on it and a 10-page special report. I will say this is the only place you can get this on my show here on the radio station. Ted's book, the thumb drive with video, and a 10-page special report on tax lien certificates. Here is Ted's number. Call now. Only 10 people can get this. 877-767-8366. Again, 877-767-8366. If you're driving and didn't get the phone number, I'll be giving it out again. But you've got to call 877-767-8366 to get Ted's book absolutely free. He's going to send it in the mail. Your Startup Guide to Investing in Tax Lien Certificates, a thumb drive with a tax lien video on it with Ted Thomas, and a 10-page special report. Ted, what's in a 10-page special report?
Well, the report, they're going to have a narrative explanation of tax lien certificates and tax defaulted property, and an explanation in minor detail. In other words, written at about the 6th or 8th grade so anybody can understand it. It's not legalese or anything like that. And so it's a report. You could just sit down and in 20 minutes, you'd have a real good education on tax lien certificates and tax defaulted property. And you could take that report and go directly to your local county, and then they would tell you the very similar information to that. So you kind of confirm what we tell you with an authority, which would be the local government.
Ted, I think the government has done it again. People think Social Security is a bad deal. Do you know there's like over 10,000 ways people can take Social Security? But there's right, but there's really nobody who explains it well for the masses. So you can talk to a financial advisor, you can talk to someone who specializes in it, and then you can talk to the Social Security Administration, which is usually a bad idea. Okay, they're the last ones you should go to. My point is these benefits are available. Social Security, Medicare, all these things that you can get, including tax lien certificates, which is not with the federal government. These are going to be more local government. This is with your county or other counties that you can participate in around the country.
Absolutely.
And so my point to all this, Ted, is a lot of people are like, I haven't heard of this. Sounds like a scam. This can't be. If it was that good, I would see it on the evening news. Why doesn't anyone know about this?
Well, that's a big problem for the county. All right, so let me give you just a little 1 or 2 minute background here. There's over 3,000 counties in the United States. Each one of them is their own jurisdiction when it comes to taxes and comes to laws. Okay, so all the law in the state is made in the legislature, and they push the law down to the county, and then the county administers it. Well, they don't advertise what they're doing, and they don't let the world know what they're doing by sending out information. Now, the kids spend a little bit of time in grade school and junior high school learning about government, but they don't learn about their local counties. Many people don't realize all the things that happen at a local government, and so we won't go into that. But here's the situation. The situation is, if someone doesn't pay their property tax, what is the local government going to do? They earn their money. The money that comes into the local government pays for the county employees, but more importantly, it pays for the police department, the fire department, and what about the schools and the school teachers and fixing the roads? All those things have to be done, and it comes from tax money. So if someone can't pay their taxes, the government doesn't get too upset. They just send a notice and say, look, you have to pay your taxes. And that's that tax lien certificate. But they don't let the world know to come in and buy these certificates. So only a few people go in and buy the certificates. People don't know that these certificates are available. Now, I could spend another minute or two, but I'm going to give you a little break to ask your questions. But I'll tell you a little bit why commercial business doesn't tell you about tax lien certificates.
Okay, so here is Ted's number. If you have any interest in this, which I do, and there is no obligation to buy anything. So put your credit cards away and put your checkbook back in the junk drawer. You don't need to spend any money today. You've got to call Ted right now at 877-767-8366. 8366. To get his book, he wrote the book, he's the author. He's going to send it to you directly. Your Startup Guide to Investing in Tax Lien Certificates. A thumb drive with Ted on there talking in a video. More information, more explanation, much like we're doing today here on the radio, but you're going to be able to see things and understand more. And a 10-page special report. 877-767-8366. 877-767-8366. I understand, Ted, that people can earn 16, 18, even 24, maybe 25% on their money when they invest in tax lien certificates. And before you get into that, I'm going to explain again, kind of like a layman, because I am. You are the expert by far in the universe on tax lien certificates. So I'm going to explain it to my friends here on the radio, and then I want you to correct me. A tax lien certificate is something that you can invest in as an investor pretty much anywhere in the country. So if you live in Florida, you could invest in one in Ohio. If you live in California, you can invest in one in New York. If you're in Texas, you could do Oklahoma, right? It doesn't matter. Or right in your own county. And so when these people who owe tax money, property tax money to the county, can't pay, you know what? I've got to finish this. We're going to go to a break. This is great. Call now, 877-767-8366. Again, 877-767-8366. When we come back from a short break, I'm going to further explain, and then I'm going to have Ted clean it up for me in case I missed anything. We'll be right back right after this here on the Checker Pro Radio Show. Stand by.
Dennis Prager here. Just go to checkapro.com. You'll find names, phone numbers, affiliations, and license numbers, everything you need to feel confident about hiring a contractor and getting your project done right. Checkapro.com.
Are you tired of volatile stock markets and low-yielding savings accounts? It is time to learn how to earn guaranteed high interest rates backed by local government. Right now, you can learn directly from America's Tax Lien Authority, Ted Thomas, and start earning safely from your local county. Ted literally wrote the book on this wealth-building strategy, and today, he's giving it away. But you have to act fast. To get your completely free copy of Your Startup Guide to Tax Lien Certificates, you must be one of the first 10 callers to today's program. Don't wait. Claim your free guide right now at 877-767-8366. That is 877-767-8366. If lines are busy, keep dialing 877-767-8366. 8366.
I'm taking what they're giving cause I'm working for a living.
This is the Checker Pro Radio Show, sponsored by checkapro.com. To find pre-qualified local service providers, click on checkapro.com. Here's your host, the man with a hard hat and tool belt, Jim Klauck.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. And I got cut off by the break, but we have to do these breaks every once in a while here on the Checker Pro Radio Show. If you've just tuned in, we are talking about tax lien certificates. I've got my expert guest, Ted Thomas. He's an author, by the way. You can get his book. He is a tax lien investor. He's an advisor. He's there to help you. And he's been doing this for, I believe, over 3 decades. Welcome back after the break, Ted. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. You'll be able to write the book pretty soon. You're getting so good at this. Very good.
Yeah.
You did well.
Thank you. So let me finish my explanation here for those of you who were listening before the break. So someone, and you may even know these people, and it could be a neighbor, it could be someone 1,000 miles away, couldn't pay their property taxes. As Ted has said, the government, the local government, the county needs the tax money for the teachers, the school buses, the firemen, the police, the roads, everything. That's a lot of the money that they need to keep the county going. What they do is they say, you know what, if someone can pay the taxes, that would be great. Well, the homeowner can't. Can you, meaning us who are here listening on the radio? And someone raises their hand and says, yeah, I've got $5,000. I've got $15,000. What happens when I give money to you, the county? Well, thanks for asking, the county says. The county says, we're going to take the money and we're going to satisfy that tax right now. But guess what? You have a lien on the property because we don't want to deal with it. We want you to do it. But don't worry, because we're going to mandate by law that they have to pay you the penalty on it. It's like interest. And eventually, when they pay their taxes, you will get your money. And if they default and it gets foreclosed on, you get the property. Am I right on this, Ted? It sounds too good to be true.
You're absolutely right. Well, it's a secure investment. So the tax lien certificate, it's predictable, it's certain, and it's secure, and it's secured by that property. Now, nobody wants to lose their house, and we don't want anybody to lose their house. The government simply says, we're going to sell you a tax lien certificate when the people do come in and pay. And I can tell you right now, after 30 years of doing it, 95 to 97% of all the people who come in and pay their tax, some of them come in too quickly and pay. They'll come in just days. They just forgot to do it. Others are going through a crisis, like maybe their car got damaged and didn't have insurance, or they lost a job or whatever. I mean, stuff happens to people in life. We all know that. Okay, so 95 to 97% of the people do pay their taxes. And if they don't pay their taxes, the government said, well, you helped us out, so we're going to give you the property. It's as simple as that. It's not any more complicated than that. I know it sounds unbelievable, but how does 24% return in like a state of Iowa? How about 18% in the state of Florida? How about 25% in Texas? That sounds just as outrageous. It's just a different business. It's been around for 200 years. I didn't invent it. I finally found out because my parents were broke. They didn't have any money. They didn't know what to do with money, and they weren't sophisticated. When I found out about it, I said, this is perfect for people 45 to 105. Perfect 45 to 105. Why? Invest with the government, you get a check back from the government. It doesn't get any better than that. You can't get anything more secure. And if you don't get paid, you get the property. If you don't want the property, just sell it to somebody. So what? You just got a property for 1 or 2% tax. That's a deal of a century.
And the government isn't going anywhere, so they just can't close shop. It's the county, for goodness sakes. They've been here for They've been here for a couple hundred years. They're not going anywhere. Get Ted's book absolutely free. Absolutely free. It's called Your Startup Guide to Investing in Tax Lien Certificates. As a bonus, there's a couple bonuses here. As a bonus, he's going to throw in for free a thumb drive to plug into your computer with a tax lien video that's going to further explain what he and I are talking about today. Another bonus, number 3 here, a 10-page special report. This is going to explain even further. Now, Jerry, who's been with me for over 20 years, he's my producer. He tracks the phone calls. He says that there are only 6 left. That means 4 people, Ted, have taken us up on this offer today, or really taken you up, because you're going to send the book, and the book's going to take no more than 7 to 10 days to get. Okay? Call now, 877-767-8366. I will say the phone lines can get jammed. So if they get jammed up, just leave a message. You'll hear Ted's voice. He may not be able to answer the phone. He's on the air right now. His representatives may not be able to get to it, but that's not a problem. You can leave a message and they'll get back to you and they will send you the information. Leave all your information, as Ted says in the message when you call. 877-767-8366. Credit card companies charge us 18, 25, maybe 30%. And we're like, ouch. But we can get that kind of return, right? 18, 24% from these tax lien certificates. And I think I know why, Ted, this isn't widely known. It's not widely known because all the counties would have to get together to do a national campaign and say, hey, by the way, invest in the county. Right? It's expensive to advertise this. I mean, how would a county get this out to the general population for them to invest in it? But people like you bring it because you have knowledge on the inside.
No doubt about it. Anybody that wants to get an investment is worried about their future. If you're worried about the future, this is the kind of investment that you can learn and start out with $500 $1,000. I mean, there's small plots of land that someone doesn't pay the tax on. The tax might be only $500. Well, there's a nice, easy place to start. Now, if you made 18% on $500, you didn't make very much money, but you didn't take any risk either. That could grow into doing it on a bigger property and a bigger one. This is a business you can do locally and that you don't have to worry about your money. You're either going to get paid or you're going to get the property. It's one or the other. It's a very simple business. It was invented when people couldn't read and write. It's all administered by the county. They can't give money to Ted Thomas. I go through it step by step in the book, all the steps that you make. Now, we're doing an audio today, so you're hearing this, and you get the video. We'll be able to show you on the video, I'll show you a giant list. Take a place like Florida. Florida has more than 60 counties. Each one of the counties is authorized to sell tax lien certificates. They will have 1 million certificates available to sell every single year. So there's a huge business here that certain people travel to go just buy those certificates. Now with the internet, you wouldn't even have to travel. You could do it online. So you could decide to be sitting in Tampa, Florida, or Houston, Texas, wherever you might be, and you could buy in any other part of the state that you're already in and just do that online. So there's both ways to do this. Some people like to go and they like to be at an auction. So they're trying to do more and more online so people don't have to travel so much. But I haven't seen the traffic drop off because of online.
Yeah, call Ted now, 877-767-8366. Put your credit cards back in your wallet. Put the checkbook back in the drawer. You do not need to spend any money, no obligation phone call. You'll get Ted's book, Your Startup Guide to Investing in Tax Lien Certificates. You'll get a thumb drive with a video from Ted and a 10-page special report. You've got to call right now, though, 877-767-8366. You can go to Google and type in Ted Thomas and learn all about him. These deals, as they are packaged here on my radio program, because I asked Ted to bring something special to you, my listener, are not available online, not available in any store. They're only available here on my radio show, here on the radio station today. But there's no obligation. I'm telling you, when you call, they're not going to ask for a credit card. They're not going to ask for an online payment or anything. 877-767-8366. Ted has such passion for this. He wants to help others. It's a secret. It's one of these things. It's like a secret that's hiding in plain sight. It's everywhere, but people don't know it. It's not one of these things where people are like, yeah, my neighbor owns investment properties and so does my other neighbor, so I'm going to invest in that. Most people you talk to don't know anything about the tax lien investment business. I'm talking to the expert in the world, Ted Thomas, 877-767-8366. You've got to call right now. Ted, what I like about this a lot, I really love this, is for the people who are already real estate investors, maybe they have a couple properties in an apartment complex, this is something they can add. It could be additional to their portfolio, if you will, can't they?
Anybody can do this. You could do this as a investor, a sophisticated investor could do it. The challenge has been that stock market people can't earn commissions, so they don't sell tax lien certificates. Now, if you called your attorney, they definitely would know what a tax lien certificate is, but they're not going to tell you in detail about it unless they can turn the meter on and be able to charge you some $100 an hour. Okay, so the county, and we started our program today talking about the county isn't sophisticated enough to advertise these, except they're required by the state law that every time that they do this, they have to put it in the newspaper. However, the people that get it in the newspaper see that the tax liens are listed. They don't know what that part of the newspaper is, so they just skip over it. Just like you try to skip over the advertising. Well, if you can look, the county actually puts a newspaper within the newspaper, which everybody gets in the tax lien community, and they throw it away. They say, oh, this has been coming to my newspaper for 20 years. I said, that's right. Now, let's go look up a tax lien. I'll show you how to do it. Oh, you show me how to do it. I wonder what all those numbers were, because the government just puts a few numbers in there, and you don't know what they are. We can teach you how to do that in minutes, but we can't do it with audio. And if you're listening in the car, you're listening to radio somewhere, that's what you're listening to. I can't do it here, but I sure can do it on video. We're going to send you a video and you'll see that.
Absolutely free, the video, the book, and a 10-page special report. 877-767-8366. Call now. Only a few left. 877-767-8366. Ted limits these because these are very valuable. It takes time and money to send the book, to send the thumb drive, and the 10-page special report. He's not asking for any money. He wants to introduce you to tax lien certificates. It's a unique investment. It is probably, in my opinion, one of the safest things you can put money in. It is backed by real estate. You have collateral, huge collateral. You may put up $10,000 or $15,000 to pay someone's taxes, and there could be a $250,000 house on the end of that. Wow, it's huge. Oh, that music means we need to go to break. So when we come back, more with Ted Thomas, more books given away, more thumb drives with videos, and more special reports. Oh, and also, there might be something else if I can get it out of Ted for free. Call now, 877-767-8366. Again, 877-767-8366. Ted and I will be right back right after this, right here on Check a Pro Radio. Stand by.
This is Sebastian Gorka. If you're looking for a quality home service provider, log on to checkapro.com. That's checkapro.com.
Listen closely. Inflation is eating away at your savings, and Wall Street doesn't care. If you're ready to stop losing ground and start earning guaranteed government-backed returns, you need to move now. Learn from America's top authority, Ted Thomas, and start earning massive interest safely from your local county. For this broadcast only, Ted is completely waiving the cost of his breakthrough book, Your Startup Guide to Tax Lien Certificates. It's 100% free, but only if you grab your phone immediately. The lines are flooding, and when this program ends, this free offer is gone. Do not miss out on secure cash flow. Claim your free guide right now at 877-767-8366. Pick up the phone and dial 877-767-8366. That is 877-767-8366. Call right now.